Hi everyone, thank you for joining me, Wendy Anderson, justbe.me. So this morning, I was guided to meditate, and the question before I went into meditation to create space was the nature of future living choices, and to would it be possible to have more information about that. Some things I'm not meant to know, and that's fine. So it will be left blank spaces, and that's fine. I have to allow it to unfold. I'm not supposed to know about it. But this was the main theme that was coming in about the nature of future living choices, and it's to let go. And I'd realised that I've been actually working hard at that. And some of these decisions to let go of some of the things I've let go of have been really hard decision making. So when you have got a hard decision, you'll feel it in your teeth. They'll start rumbling, or your wisdom teeth it'll start come up. So it's letting go of something. So it's a decision making to let go. So I've drawn in a line in the sand with a narcissistic relationship with my mum since my dad passed last year. Her level of narcissism is just 1,000-fold, whereas she owned my day. She owned every second of my day. And it felt like my soul was dying. And it was actually my body that was dying. I was getting close to the grave in that scenario. So I was prompted, right, you need to make a decision now. So I had umpteen conversations as to expectations of what I needed from the relationship, and basically was I just needed to be loved. This is the crux about it. But for a narcissist, they're always right. So they'll never take responsibility for their actions, beliefs, behaviours. And it's a symptom of their own trauma. So, we send them love and some understanding and compassion. But I'm done with empathy. I had empathy fatigue, which was really interesting because that's the gift that this beautiful narcissistic relationship has given me. It's given me the gift of empathy, which I've made a living out. It's sustained me for the last 15 years and kept me safe for the whole of my life. And it's really interesting how now I've let go of that narcissistic relationship, that I also feel the need to let go of my 15-year practice. To just lay bare. So, and the letting go of residence. My beautiful home that I've been in for 20 years and my husband's been in for 50, and we've raised our children in, and our home is beautiful. But letting go of it to live in a motorhome. But then what was really interesting, after letting go of old family members, a new family came in. A beautiful community where we've got the motorhome part, a beautiful community of like-minded individuals. The common goal is service to self and service to others. Everything is reciprocal. So isn't that funny? Kind of like I've let go of something that is very conditional, and literally receiving crumbs of love back. And I've in this new community, and it's kind of like I am feeling so loved, so seen, so heard, so valued, so grateful, so fortunate, so abundant. All feelings that I didn't really feel at all in this narcissistic relationship with my mum. And then I realised that I'd had narcissistics, obviously, in my previous marriage, other relationships, which is really fascinating. How we've invited these narcissistic relationships, but I feel grateful for them because I've got this amazing ability of empathy. But on the back of that, on the empathy, really good at feeling what other people feel, but was lacking in what I felt. So this laying bare to manifest the new future of being, new future way of living, I suddenly realised I don't know what I like. I don't know what lights me up. I don't know what I love. I don't know what brings me joy, because I've always augmented my behaviour to please other people. So what I did brought other people joy, not me. So then I'm suddenly laying bare in this emptiness of what floats my boat now. What is it that I want to do? And it's kind of like, when I think about it, I love doing nothing. I love doing nothing. So retirement for me is actually something that I'm looking forward to. It. People go, well, you can't retire too young, and how are you going to afford it? So maybe for me it was letting go of money, and the monetary aspects. And since I've let go of money, it's kind of like more money's coming in, because we're selling the house, so we'll be okay. Yeah, it won't last forever, but I'm not worried. It's kind of like, if I need to do some more work, I've got this gift, I've got this skill, what will be will be. And again, kind of like creating an empty space of emptiness now with work, will create something new that is more, that I will be able to pour my energy, my passion that I'm creating for me now, something that lights me up and what I love. And maybe I need to journey a little bit further to actually find that. And that's okay. I've got to lay bare for a while in order to manifest something new coming in, but it's feeling into what I love. So that's what has been for me recently, is just literally letting go. Relationships, work, residence. And I've realised that I could really easily let go of the UK weather. The rain. I'm done with that. Drawing a line in the sand. I am over that as well. As much as a narcissistic relationship, I am done. So for me, kind of like having little spells kind of like in the sunshine has felt so good as well. And meeting new people, experiencing different cultures. And it made me realise as well, kind of like, going to different places, that people were a very similar ethos, that people valued their freedom, that people were realising kind of like, the systems that they are currently living in may not be serving them, that they want to choose something different and another way of being, but don't know how to do it. And this is it, this is the recipe that is kind of like coming into me. It's literally let go. Because if you continue to do the same thing all the time and expect a different outcome, as Einstein said, is stupidity. So it's let go of, how am I currently being? What am I currently doing? Is it in alignment with me and my new frequency? Does it make me feel good? Does it make me feel worthless? And it's getting back into the body. How does it make me feel in the body? If you've got symptoms, then you obviously, there's definitely stuff you need to be letting go of. And once you find that you let go of it, you start to find that your body becomes lighter, your mind starts to become lighter. There's more air around you. But when there's more air around you, there's more opportunities to come in. So it's almost kind of like creating a blank space in order for something, for the universe to come in and start to fill it. So when the bowl is empty, it will fill. That is the law of the universe. So literally, like when I've had not even £1 in my purse, and then somebody will go, oh, that £10 you lent me ages ago. There you go. So letting go right now is such a powerful energy. But with the letting go comes grief. And that's okay too. It's a hard emotion to feel. And you'll know when you've lost a loved one. But that's a reminder that you've loved. And you've experienced. You've lived. So the grief is a reminder that you are a creator being, and you've lived and you've loved. So the things that you are letting go of at the moment, you've still got, if you're grieving letting go of it, you've still loved it. Like I've loved this house. I've loved my mum, even though she's not really had the capacity to love me back, bless her. And that's okay. Because because it's taught me to love myself more. It's taught me to generate my own love and not be codependent on somebody else for the love. So my mum has been my biggest teacher, and I will love her for that. But when I was around her, I was beginning to hate her. You know, I will be honest and truthful with you. I was creating hatred, and was focusing on that. So for me to create a little bit of division and space around that, I've been able to create love for her. So the magic is in the space creation. The magic in it is the just being, is the just doing nothing. That's where the magic is. And some people will so this is missing parts from the Bible about manifestation. So this is why there's been a program of doing nothing is laziness. Doing nothing is not laziness. Doing nothing is the magician, the alchemist, the sorcerer. The doing nothing is a gift, is a skill. But we're on the treadmill, aren't we? You know, the place on these treadmills in the work environment, 9 to 5, you know, when do you get your time? Create time, make time. Even if you're on that treadmill, create some time for yourself in whichever means way possible right now. Because creating that empty space, I'll have something else to come in. So this is the nature of the future, that it may get very bare for a while, but it will get abundant. When the bowl is empty, it will fill. So the manifestation of new wild things to eat, you know, will be in abundance. But maybe do we need to let go of the you know, our current way of obtaining food? Single crop farming, you know, we know that's going to change, and that's going to go for multi-crop farming, but they're going to need more hands to do that. It's going back to the old ways in some ways to move forward, but it will be moving forward in a different way to of old. All empires fall, so smaller communities, you know, may be the way to go as well, because you can choose what ethos your community has, what core values they have that are more in alignment with your own core values and not somebody else's. And this is a point, is creating for yourself now, not, you know, no longer creating for others. You know, that's a very narcissistic empathic energy. Creating for oneself, feeling into it. What makes me happy? What are my core values? What lights my heart up? What makes me feel joy? Yeah. So letting go could be different for each individual right now. So it could be letting go of relationships that are no longer in resonance, letting go of money, letting go of poverty, letting go of work that isn't in no longer alignment, just letting go of a residence. Not all of you may be on this path, and that's okay. But I would be really interested to learn from those of you who are on this path of letting go. What have you let go of? How do you feel about it? Has something new come in? Yeah, because it will come in. Don't feel guilty about feeling lazy, about doing nothingness, because of it, you know, there's been an attachment to your worthiness with finances as well, hasn't there? So this is why for some people to know their worth, they may need to let go of the monetary status in their life. So, you know, it's to let go of that as well. You know, you may feel guilty if you are poor, if you've got no money. You know, how many of us go, yeah, I am completely skinned and I'm happy, you know? But there is more and more of us that are doing that, which is really interesting. And I find sometimes kind of like when you let go of wanting, needing the money, and because you think that that's your sense of security, and it isn't, it's a false sense of security, and we're ooh, that's interesting. So that may come in to be a little bit of a learning for some people as well, that your comfort blanket that you once thought that was in your house, in your job, in your car, well, let's just say laying bare could is creating something else to come in. letting go of stuff. For me, I had a program that I would, so people would, you know, like if they were downsizing or moving home or whatever, oh, I've got this furniture, I've brought it over for you. Didn't really get a choice as to whether I wanted it or not. It's just we thought you'd want it. And yeah, my program was I would love things that are unloved by others. Hence, you know, my mum. You know, but she's got my sister. My sister can now turn up for her finally. And you know, we've acquired these things in our home that we've been gifted and we were so grateful for, but it wasn't our choosing. You know, there was no energetic resonance. I really love that. It was just kind of like, oh yeah, that I'm really grateful, you know, that they've thought of us to gift it to us. But you've got to think as well, these things have been in somebody else's home, somebody else's energy. You know, they may have had arguments around these possessions and you're bringing it into your home. So, you know, everything is energy. So letting go of these things as well is purative. And when we purify, we're manifesting. So there's a little recipe here. There's a little recipe here for the future. Is to let go. That's something that, and I'm not saying kind of like, you know, go out and literally let go of everything. It's what is no longer in resonance with you, what no longer fills you with joy. Let go of that. Just start small. And then you'll get on a roll because you feel lighter and brighter, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, that feels good actually, and you'll get on a roll and it's kind of like, right, yeah, I'm okay with this. But then on the back of that same coin starts coming in new things to fill your life with, which is interesting, fascinating. And the potentials of possibilities, remember, are infinite because you're an infinite creative being. So the potential of possibilities are infinite. I'm hearing a lot about, the feedback I get is utopia doesn't exist. Why not? Why not? You can't create utopia. No, so for me, when anyone tells me I can't do something, that prompts me even more to want to do it. Watch this space. And you know what? Things aren't created forever. You know, everything is changing and evolving. That's the nature of things. But there are endless possibilities that we can experience as creative beings. So it's okay to let go. Things don't always last forever. Energy is always borrowed. It's never owned. We just use it to create with in our experiences. It's the miracle of life. So yeah, I would love to hear from you, what you're letting go of, what new things potentially have come in, and what potentials have opened up to you. How have you felt when you've let go? And it's okay to go through the grieving process, it's fine. So the nature of future living choices. There's going to probably be more stuff coming in from this, so watch this space. And I will let you know how my letting go is going. If anyone wants to buy me a house, you know, let me know, come get in touch. It's a bit of a strange house to sell, but it's beautiful. It really is. I mean, it's such a beautiful energetic space. We've got stained glass windows, a Father Time and Mother Nature, you know, the four seasons, Lincruster of the, you know, the elements. So it's definitely been in resonance with me for a while. It's why it's so hard to let go. It is beautiful. I love it. But let go of it I must, to allow something new to come in, which is going to be even more beautiful, whatever that's going to be. So yeah, love you all hugely, no matter where you are, no matter what path you are on, where you are in this evolutionary, amazing evolutionary time of change. Change is scary. Number 5, you've seen number 5, that's the energy of change you're seeing. So there's something changing, that there's some changes that's coming up for you if you see number 5. So go with it, go with the flow, go with the universe. It's because something beautiful is going to come in the back of it. So excited. But at the same time, it's so scary. Letting something go that you've known for a long time is hugely scary. You know, like I now feel like I don't have any parents, so it's like I'm an orphan child of the universe. But after letting go of an abusive parent, I'm actually feeling very fortunate and very loved by my new family. And the new parents is my father is the universe and my mother is the earth. And I know that I'll be very loved by my new parents. So be it. Create time for yourself today. Just a space where you do nothing. Just meditate, just breathe. It could be 3 minutes even. Just take that time out of your day to manifest something. Place an intention in it, a command in it, whatever it is that you want. If you are worthy of receiving it, it will definitely come in. And you are all worthy of receiving joy and love. It's a given, because that's what you're made from, is love. So, you know. And it could be just the intention, please let me feel loved. Please let me know the divine essence within me and all of my expressions. Enjoy the changes, and let me know what it brings in for you. That's amazing. Take care, everyone, and I'll catch up with you at some point. Take care. Bye.